couldn't do it. After watching that speech, I am convinced that Democrats hate America. The way that they didn't stand for Laken Riley's mother, the way that they didn't stand for that little boy who has brain cancer, the way that they didn't stand for that young man who got accepted into West Point. Are you with me on this? The way that they hate America.
You're welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, I believe the Democratic Party is going to take a while to recover from this because their messaging is so broad, they need to help everybody at a specific level, and the moment they try to change a little the message,
that's racist.
I voted for Democrats my whole life. They never did anything they promised. They would come to the black church and sing some Negro spirituals with us and then disappear, peer. Once they got our vote, they never did anything they promised. I vote for a Republican once in my life, and this dude done did everything he promised on steroids. He ain't even been in office 2 months, and everything I voted for, I'm getting. It's amazing. Do he sleep? Like this dude, if he sleeps, he wake up on a mission to do what Nakia voted for. He said, Nakia want me to fix that border? I'm on it. Nakia want to make sure them tax dollars is being spent for Americans more than anybody else? I'm on it. Like, this dude wakes up, I feel like, with me in mind. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he be thinking about me.
ladies and gentlemen, if a politician has a message and people voted for that message and these same people are saying, finally somebody is thinking of me, that's something clearly that a lot of people can say about the Democratic Party the last few years.
It's like being at the casino. You put in that Democrat coin, you put it in and you pull the thing and no, you're going to win. You're going to win. You put in another Democrat coin and you pull the thing and no, you didn't win. You put in that Republican coin. I put in a Republican coin for the first time. Pulled the ding, ding. I freaking won. Wow. So you know what that tells me? That tells me to never vote for Democrats again in life. Ever. Because you're not going to win with them. I voted for a Republican once. And hit the jackpot, honey. I will continue to do that again.
This term, Trump just chose people he's more aligned with. He didn't choose people just to show Democrat he can be at the middle ground. He has a mission. He doesn't have to please the Democratic Party. He has to please the people that voted for him. Simple.
That's it.
So I watched all 99 minutes of Donald Trump's speech to Congress last night. And as someone who's neither a Democrat nor a Republican, my one key takeaway from his speech is that to the elected members of the Democrat Party, women's rights and Black lives do not matter unless you are also a member of the Democratic Party. That the second either President Trump or a member of the Republican Party acknowledges you, the Democratic Party is going to wash their hands of you. Because when President Trump introduced the mother and the sister of Laken Riley, the woman in Georgia who was brutally attacked and unalived by somebody who was in the country illegally, Democrats said nothing. They sat there in silence. When he introduced the mother of a 12-year-old girl in Houston who was brutally attacked and unalived, allegedly by two men also in the country illegally, and I say allegedly because their case has not gone to trial yet, they didn't stand. No, nothing. And when he introduced a 13-year-old boy, a 13-year-old Black boy who had brain cancer that doctors gave only months to live, and now several years later, he's able to sit there in front of at a speech in front of all of these elected officials. And then President Trump announces that he's going to be an honorary member of the Secret Service. To my knowledge, only one Democratic member stood up and clapped for him. But y'all are the party of the people. You're supposed to be the party for women's rights. You're supposed to be the party for Black lives. Where were you? Where was that party? As a matter of fact, where has that party been?
Never used you. I just left you.
And let's be honest, not all Democrats think this way.
Are you sure?
But the Democratic Party does represent them that way. So if you vote for that, even if you disagree, Bengadelo, remember to subscribe.
Remember to subscribe? ¿Por qué?
What other ethnic group got their elected officials doing stuff like this, bro? And what's so crazy, a lot of y'all probably are clapping your hands applauding this shit. Like championing this shit right here. This is crazy, bro. She's doing the chick that's drunk at the club face. What is she doing here? This is the ratchet tongue. She's doing the ratchet tongue, bro. The ratchet tongue, man. Y'all don't remember when Cardi B was doing that fucking shit on Vine all the time? Yes, the ratchet tongue. Folks, we gotta do better, man. Like, this was something that kids would do. Like, her children. You feel me? Like, why are you guys up doing this type of stuff and you guys are supposed to be elected? She's supposed to be an elected official. Like an elected person, right? Or a person that works in the government. Shouldn't she be working with more maturity? Like, this is crazy, bro. But like I said, it's so many of y'all out there that saw this and was like, oh yeah, you go, girl. Not realizing how bad this makes us look when it comes to being like a politician and running the country and stuff like this. Like, when you have a mature mind and you're a leader and all of that stuff, you're not even thinking about doing no shit like this. You ain't got time for it, bro. What if Trump came out with some shit like this, bro? Oh my gosh. That would be crazy, bro. That would be crazy. But I'm done. I want to hear from y'all. Are you guys enthralled by this? Like, are you guys enthused, happy? You know, is this exciting for you? Is this awesome? You know, is this tea? I don't know what y'all call it nowadays, but is this something good to y'all?
No, I don't think it's good because it represents a subculture of a culture that has a lot of negativity in it. Like, I'm a family-oriented guy. This subculture doesn't represent it. But in all the music and all the best things that we have in black culture, we're kind of celebrating something that's quite negative to keep a cohesive team as a culture.
If you really want to know who the criminals are in this country, you can Google it. You don't have to trust me. But the people that commit 80% of the most violent crimes in this country are white supremacists.
Let me make sure y'all got the facts. Most extreme crimes that take place in this country are committed by white supremacists. 80%.
Let us investigate.
And I investigated, and that's a lie. And you can even go to the databases and you will find out they actually book people as other races. Why? Because they need to change the message. But it's too late. The fact that everything is on the internet, we can see that you're trying to lie. And even then, you're still not winning with the statistic. And the document is there. You can go read it yourself. It's in the description. I even downloaded the PDF. I uploaded on ChatGPT just because ChatGPT is more left-leaning because I don't want to be biased. And I asked him, who commits more crime? Blacks were responsible for 52.5% of all homicide despite making up a smaller portion of the total US population, around 12 to 13 during that time. It's still a huge percentage for such a small percentage. It doesn't equate. And my point with this video is never to go after her or that black people are more aggressive. It's just that we have an issue and don't believe people that lie to you.
3 seconds. Think immediately. What comes to your mind when I say black culture? It's almost as if the worst parts of black culture were integrated and everything else was left in the 60s. Civil rights leaders weren't tweeting about how long a talking stage of a relationship should be. MLK dressed in a suit and mastered the English language. He wasn't arguing on IG Live with his baby mama. And those are petty cultural concerns. The real issue is how there's a lack of uplifting in the black community. Malcolm X was advocating for segregation and strong black leaders because he knew that's exactly how whites and Jews became so powerful. When whites, Jews, and Asians become successful, they move to a gated community and give jobs to people like them. But now that we've integrated, what really happens when black people get rich? They leave their neighborhood, move to a gated community, and have kids with some milk.
I mean, he's not wrong. We don't have like a strong black community that is representing us. And whenever they represent us, we don't have Tom and Sowell. We have certain people that sound more like Cardi B. Somebody that doesn't really promote family, but more like gangster, I don't know. I don't think that is the best representation of black culture. But when you get the right representation, it's either too white, too corny, or, like they used to call me, a fat.
No!
Don't get me wrong, I'm not advocating for you to do this. I'm just saying this clip went viral, and it went viral because a bunch of people were very inclusive.
It's great. Take that out now. Are you being for real? Take that out now. Okay, what's your problem? Take that shit out now. We're dressing the sort of but take that shit out now. Take that shit out. That shit ugly as fuck. That shit is ugly though. Like, look at your fucking hair. It doesn't look bad. That's ugly. Please stop following us.
By my observation, this white lady is trying to look Viking, so she's not copying a Rastaman. And by the thing you have on your hair, I would not be surprised you might have bought certain hair maybe from India to look a certain way, like a white woman. And I just wish let everybody dress the way they wanna dress. That is very inclusive.
How about that? It's zero. And I know people gonna feel away. Listen, all I do is give y'all facts. So you come back to me when you don't get that check and say, Jasmine, you were right. Just like y'all want to get out there and say all kinds of, other stuff. But come back, because you're getting zero. I know these people. I work with these people. These people is not about this life, and they don't care about you.
You're bringing facts, and you do care about them. By lying about facts.
80%.
What?
Don't get me wrong, makosa kita bong. Put the fire na mi blonde kush hash purple skunk criollo colombici jam jam. Turloqueta verdeta welcome.